And I give it to Bluebird and say, put it inside.
He's going to look at the ooze, look at the bottle, look at the ooze, look back at you, look back at the bottle,
and just sort of blink. I don't think it will fit, friend.
Hello everyone, welcome on in. We're back with some more Dungeon of the Mad Mage. How has everyone been? Let's introduce everyone. Real quick. Terris. Who are you? Who you playing?
Hello, everybody. I am Terris, your friendly neighborhood ferret. Today I am playing the Draco Cockra, the something. Whatever he is, his name is Bluebird. He is a fighter, and he touched something icky, and now we're in trouble.
Okay, I think Jarls and I went into the same gutter when you said that.
No.
The Dragon Cockra. Speaking of Jarls, hi! Who are you and who are you playing?
Dragon Cockra. Hi, I'm Jarls. I am playing Mike Oxlong, the Tiefling Bard, who has definitely not got into any trouble whatsoever in his life.
He isn't a bard anymore.
Yeah, he's a not bard.
A nod. No.
He's a nod.
We're off to a great start, and this is why this stream is 18 plus.
I'm playing Mike Oxlong the Nard.
Oh, don't make me laugh.
Okay, and yes, Vits, who you playing?
Hello, I am Vitskugga, and I'm playing
Religious.
Trinket Treasure, the pretty Kender folk of Kendermore rogue. Not stealing anything, just borrowing. I never committed a crime at all, ever. Just borrowing things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's me.
Just borrowing. Moonie.
I don't believe you.
Hi, I'm Moonie, or Moonstar, or Moon, playing Twilight Dawn, who is a Mark of Healing half-bin, wait, of Kenzai monk. Who's his name?
And Sen, who are you and who you playing?
Greetings. Sen is once again Sen. And tonight, Sen shall be playing the soon-to-be vanishing Spectre, named the Bathtub Guy. He has been MVP of... I'm not actually sure he did anything last fight, because he only deals necrotic damage. Doesn't work with vampires. So let's ignore him, and instead focus on Isara. She is the Shadowkai warlock, belonging to the Shadow Queen, Raven Queen. And now I have lost my train of thought. I blame Jarls.
I do.
But yes, I shall be playing Isawa, Bathtub Guy, and Shalde, the pseudo dragon.
Yes. I was wondering where Charlie went, because Charlie is the main character.
Always say best last.
True, true.
And Charlie is not, if not the best.
And hi, I am Ardana or Joe, or Oi, you there, since Lilith is now in chat. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and I'm the person people think is in charge of whatever these guys are doing. So, you know. And...
Nope, I don't know. Could you elaborate?
yeah. People's perceptions is a very powerful thing. And it's very, very often not entirely correct.
Dun, dun, dun.
Quick run through. The
Very
music you're
wise
listening to
words.
right now is by Adrian von Ziegler. The music and sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. The map prettification, the overlay and the start and zoom screen were done by me in Incarnate. The map is based on the official 5th edition version of Dungeon of the Mad Mage. And if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, type in !perks in the chat. And thank you so much everyone for that hype train. We hit level 1, almost level 2. An amazing thing to come back to, because we have been gone for a month. Also, if you are interested in seeing the VODs up to this point, they are all over on the YouTube channel. We also have a Discord where you can discuss things like jam and toast and the benefits of
Smuggling.
that. Just for Twitch's sake, we do not endorse that. It's just a discussion, okay? What else? I lost whatever I was thinking about. Anyone want to give us a recap of what happened last time, which was a month ago?
The last time on the amazing adventures of not follow anymore and friends.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba.
No,
friends
I'm
of
not
Volo.
sure if it was last time that Volo has died.
No.
No, that was
No, that was
Killed.
far earlier. Last time,
Encountered a
killing
horrible
the
accident.
vampire.
Ta-da!
As we left off before the last time, we finally met the vampire Encante.
Drama.
She, a former servant of the Raven Queen, had to be returned to service of the Raven Queen, as such a thing is for life and death. Then my camera decides to fuck itself over again, as it likes to do.
More drama.
Oh, no.
Yes. Let me just get very close so you can actually see me speak.
Get closer.
So, closer. As the service to the Raven Queen is for life and death, and seeing as she was dead, she is supposed to serve the Raven Queen. As she was not doing so, Isara, as a fellow sister in fate, decided to go and offer her assistance in the form of a sharp spear to her chest.
So heroic.
Yes, exactly. It's how it goes with vampires. You just offer them sharp pointy things to the heart, and then everything is fine.
This is true.
But yeah, we spent nearly an entire session on that. Then, knowing that the vampire got destroyed, turned into fog, started running away, we decided, at least a lot of us, that being everyone but Bluebird, decided to go after the vampire, while keeping Charlie and the Spectre with Bluebird, who was just staying there looting the bodies or something. Or eating the bodies, you never know.
Party split.
But yeah, as we did that, when after the fleeing mist, dodged the golem, Bluebird stayed behind, decided to look at the statues, and then got gored. Vote? Nearly eaten by a slime, who is not jelly, and thus less superior.
Not jelly.
Yes. Of course, seeing as Charlie is there, Isara knows this is happening. Or at least, once we finally get to the scene, she will know. And everything will be fine.
Probably.
Oh, well.
Because Bluebird is a fighter and they are tanky, they can survive. There's also still a Manticore there, so nothing to worry about.
We'll be fine.
Now, next time, I shall have a proper title ready.
Nice. Yes, and with that, you can add a point of inspiration if you don't already have it. If you have it, you can bounce it to someone who does not.
I shouldn't have it. I used it because it's useful.
Yes.
That is why I do these introductions, to get inspiration.
Jarls, we
need my
have a very
shenanigans.
close up of your right eye at this moment.
It was great. It was
Yes,
great, right?
it was. Thank you,
I am the
Lilith.
beholder.
I appreciate that. And yes, with that, if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, I shall swap the music and we shall get started while my cat is absolutely losing his mind.
Yay! What? Nothing.
So, where are you? There you are.
Hiding.
The smell of acid and blood clings to the air as a lone sapphire Aarakocra thing stands face to face with an eye protruding from a slowly solidifying mass of black ooze. The eye blinks with the heaviness of someone who just woke up from a very long nap. Bluebird, what do you do?
Is it being hostile?
Not at this moment, no. You did, however, just wake it up.
Bluebird would like to move to say about,
Okay?
and then just go, hey buddy, we're good, right? Basically.
As you back away, you see that tendril following you, and what looked like an eye at first seems to morph back into the body, or whatever this is, and then
The mass?
yeah, the mass. It's a black, solid, almost solid mass at this point. It's becoming less and less. Well, it's becoming more and more opaque the more you look at it. And the statue that used to be a greenish kind of white marble is now almost completely black. It's still like trying to reach out towards you. But it can't reach all the way.
Does it look like it is a stationary thing?
Let me check something real quick. From observing it quickly, it seems to be a kind of morphic state. So at this moment, when it's still, it looks solid. But you can tell from like the how it clings to the statue that it can probably move from a solid to a more liquid state.
He's trying to decide if he leaves it there. Because it's not necessarily been hostile toward him yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or if he takes the first swing. And I think he'd rather not take the first swing. I think he's going to just back off and see what it does.
Okay.
So I think he'll come up here next to his manticore friend.
Yep.
And then just be, sort of telepathically to it, I think. Just, are we good?
What's the requirements for telepathy?
Let me find.
Or your
his
specific type of telepathy.
Features. Any creature within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
I do not need to share any language with this creature, but it must be able to understand at least one language to comprehend these messages.
Okay. So when you reach out to it telepathically, there's nothing there.
Oh,
It's just what you get back is basically a sensation of just white noise. There's nothing of any substance there.
Oh, it is not his turn with the brain cell, it seems.
Basically, the call-up signal when you try to connect to internet
Yes.
back in the day.
Yep, basically. That modem signal
Yeah,
is what you get.
Yeah, it's not his turn with the brain cell. Okay. This is something I say of my ginger cat all the time.
Yes.
So he's going to ready. Well, yeah, he's going to ready an action, basically, which is if the creature comes toward him in a threatening manner, he will thump it with his sword.
Okay.
But otherwise, he'll just stand back and see what it does. Do like Edinburgh-esque narration of what the creature is doing.
So, what it does is, as you move out of its range, it once again turns back into a more transparent, grayish green, tinted by the color of the statue it's clinging on, and then it starts dripping off the statue and moving towards you. It is very slow though. And one of like coming up off it, it seems to be moving as if looking for you.
It's going to sort of turn to Childer and just go, Sarah, if you are seeing this,
I'm
well,
always watching.
I seem to have made a friend. Yeah.
So I see.
Thoughts?
Don't worry, we killed the vampire and we shall be on our way back.
Should I engage?
If you deem it necessary, and be my guest, you have the manticores and the spectre.
Yes,
So follow my commands.
I will, I'll see if it's...
I'll see if it's hostile and then make a decision from there.
DM, did you say this creature was made as actually a slime or made out of shadows or something?
It's made out of slime.
Ah, okay.
Here.
Then I shall not bother with it.
And it's slowly moving towards Bluebird and Childer. Because it's slow. It's slow.
Did we notice you communicating?
Not yet. As I was looking to things. No, I haven't communicated it yet. Just thinking of the words to say. So, on our side, I assume we were rummaging through the sarcophagus, making sure the vampire is dead.
Yep.
Getting any last things off her body that didn't vanish with her.
Yep. So what you picked up last time, just as a reminder, was
Right, we got a silver necklace with a raven feather and a cloak.
Yes.
That we haven't figured out what it is yet.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. Isara was keeping the necklace with the feather because that looks like a Raven Queen thing.
Mhm.
As for the cloak, Could we give it to Trinket?
I think we were debating it.
My last notes are that Yasara will identify it. So I think Sarah might have it for later.
Yeah.
Then I'll
Isara
identify
is...
it after we have rest. Okay.
Yeah.
So, with those things in hand,
I don't have a cloak on me at least.
Okay, yeah, no, Isara has it to identify it.
Yeah.
Ah, yeah.
I actually have my sheets. I haven't placed it there. Other mystery cloak. Magic. Question mark. So whilst Isara was looking through the whatchamacallit, the stuff, the God of the Vampire over Encante, the telepathic conversation with Bluebird happens as she opens her eyes, fully dark as they've always been. She looks at the rest of the party and says in a light voice, "It seems that Bluebird has made a new friend. Some kind of slime."
Did you
No,
say
it doesn't
slime?
look at- Yes. Pure black.
Tell
Like
him
my
not to
eyes.
kill it. I want a bottle of it. Ooh, I always wanted a bottle, those. Let's go! Hurry! She starts running.
Isara blinks a bit in surprise at the sudden outburst of Trinket. Very well. Fucking camera. I should look into calibrate now. As she communicates to Bluebird through Charlie. If possible, Bluebird. Trinket wants a bottle of the slime.
I will continue moving away from it until he gets here then.
Well, she gets here, then.
Don't let it get in the way of your safety. You can always just
Understood.
scoop something from the ground. No,
The
it seems the
Mystical
rest is
will follow
hurrying up.
Trinket.
We are on our way.
As everyone charges off, Twilight just, oh, there's just an excitable one. Off she goes again. He takes a big sigh and
In the meanwhile-
gets into his starting, get starting, and starts running after them. His little half-bit legs.
Yes.
In the meantime, through Charlie, Isara commands the Spectre to stand in front of Bluebird.
Okay.
Do we want to go turn order with our movement, or we just rush
No,
there
you
without
can just
any-
rush. As you reach the hall with the shield guardian, or whatever, I think it's called a shield guardian. Double checking. Yes, it's a shield guardian. The hall is freezing cold.
Ah,
Right, we opened winter.
Did we not shut the snow-blowing door?
we did shut the door.
Did we?
We did shut the door.
We double checked the door was closed.
Yes,
Yes.
but
Someone
Is
opened the
that-
door.
So somebody else has opened the door.
Can we see? Can we see the door?
Do I see anyone in that direction? As I run.
uh,
Oh
Why
god, where
is
did
it-
Trinket get to? Trinket?
Trinket, do you have dark vision?
I believe I do.
I do.
Dark vision. Yes, 60 feet.
Double checking. There is no one in that hallway. The
Is
door
closed
is
or open?
the door is closed, and but you can see your own breath. Give
Wait,
me.
did you say the door was closed?
Mm-hmm. Trinket, could you please give me a wisdom check? Not a save, a
Just
check.
a straight wisdom.
Yeah, straight wisdom. Within
19.
You realized that door was open for a long time before you closed it. At least a couple of hours.
I think I might have accidentally let winter out. Say yes, sir. Keep running.
Is it just the temperature, or is there any sign of snow or?
It's just a temperature. The shield guardian is moving a lot slower than it was, however. So it does not like this temperature.
And that was only in the that's only in the corridor. It's not in a Wander's room.
No, it's not in Wander's room. As you open the door to Wander's room and get into the hallway, that's when you notice that it's very, very cold.
Okay.
Twilight meditates on his breath as he sees puffs of like cold breath come out as he jogs as he runs along.
You hear a slow clunk, clunk, clunk from the shield guardian as it makes its passes back and forth. You hear a groaning from it as you pass, but it is way too slow to do anything about what you are doing. And as you hit the room where where you met the manticores, the temperature goes warm again.
Sorry.
Oh, I think Discord cut out the fact that I was sneezing my head off, which is
Okay. Yep.
Trinket is just double dashing, running, full speed.
All right. Meanwhile, the black ooze-looking thing has stopped in front of the specter and is currently just with one tendril poking at the specter, as if trying to figure out what it is.
Starts shuddering uncomfortably as it starts remembering the tentacles that gently caressed it as he died, without actually knowing that he died. Just vague allusion to nightmares he had before.
Checks out.
Oh no.
So, Trinket, as you pass into the room and down to where Bluebird and the Manticore is currently standing, you see this looming, slimy thing just poking at the specter.
Hello.
Do I do I know if an ooze needs to breathe?
Give me a nature check.
Nature 15.
I'm checking. Why doesn't it say? I think then yes. It doesn't say. As far as you know, they need air? Question mark? But it's a pile of goop. You're not entirely sure how they would breathe, but as far as you know, they need air. Mostly because the stat block doesn't mention they don't need to breathe. So
in other words, do I know with my very innate connection to Bag of Holdings, rumored to be created by my very species originally, would I know if an ooze could be put into a Bag of Holding,
I'd say
and
with
if it would damage anything inside it?
give me an Arcana check.
Do I have advantage on this due
Yes.
to the nature of the...
Yes, you do. Because it's specific to bags of holding.
22.
With a 22, as far as you are aware, no one among your people have ever put an ooze in a bag of holding because they are corrosive. They could destroy whatever is in there. However, you figure that if you put them in a vessel that could block the corrosive nature of the ooze from your items, it might work, but you don't know. As far as you know, they need air, and things in a bag of holding run out of air. But again, as far as you know, with a 22, no one has put an ooze that is acidic, an acidic being, inside a bag of holding where it could melt your items.
Bluebird, do you have a bottle?
Um,
Healing potion? Anything like that?
Let me look.
I have a
You
flask.
want to capture this?
Flask? Does it have any content right now?
I don't know where I got that flask from.
Oh boy.
Well, I never know where I get things from either, so that makes a lot of sense.
In character, I think this flask might be some loot that I picked up.
Let me check something real quick, because yes, it might be among those. No, wait, you should have... This is where I double check your... do you have your D&D Beyond character sheet open?
That is what I'm looking in.
Okay, because I know you got a tankard.
Yes, it's a tankard. It says flask or tankard here.
Yeah, so it's a tankard, and yeah,
he's going
it
to throw
might
you
be
his-
safe.
No. He's going to throw you his water skin.
Okay.
Would I know if a water skin works?
A water skin is made out of leather, and ooze will likely dissolve it.
Okay, I just hold up a hand and I'm gonna... Could I just randomly check my bag in my pockets and try to think of like a random like flask or bottle or any container in that sort of thing?
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Go for it.
Anything I should roll? D20, D100?
Roll me a D100. It takes a little bit of a rummaging, but you manage to, after a while, put your hand on an empty wine bottle. You have no idea where the hell you got that one from.
Ooh, this is a good year. Where did I get this from?
Hi.
Is there any contents in it?
No, it's empty. So apparently you picked it up at some
There's
point.
probably air in it.
Well, this should work. And I give it to Bluebird and say, put it inside.
He's going to look at the ooze, look at the bottle, look at the ooze, look back at you, look back at the bottle.
And just sort of blink, just... I don't think it will fit, friend.
It's an ooze. Of course it will fit.
Okay. So he's going to gently come around to about here.
Mm-hmm.
Open. If the bottle is not already open, he's going to open it.
Yep. Can open it. It has one of those hinge things on it.
And he is going to, from his rations, put a little piece of bread on the inside and try and urge the ooze in to eat the bread.
Okay. Lilith, could you please roll me a D100? So it's exclamation point roll space D100.
Ooh.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know, but it's definitely at one end of the spectrum. It's either really good or really bad.
You see the ooze pause for a moment and then stick the tendril into the wine bottle.
What in the hentai?
Unfortunately,
Can I?
the bottle... Yep, I'm sorry.
Could I try to gently kind of like push it with like my moonblade since it's magical and shouldn't break down? Like just gently nudge it towards the bottle.
Now, just for reference, just so people understand the difficulties I am having right now. We're talking wine bottle. It's about yay big, about this wide.
That's 740, 750 milliliters.
Not
Not quite a liter.
Not quite a liter, yes. This ooze that is currently trying to get into this bottle is about 3 times the size of Bluebird. Bluebird is 7 foot tall, bulky fighter.
What's your point?
Maybe we just need a bit of it. Maybe we just need a bit of it.
You know what? You know what? I'm gonna.
I'm a trinket on this.
I'm
I
gonna
see no
take the-
issue.
I'm gonna take the bottle and say, "No, this is how you do it," and I'm gonna spend a hero point to get that ooze inside the bottle somehow.
Okay. Because you're spending a hero point, I'm going to say that with a sleight of hand check, I'm gonna allow you to get 1/10 of the ooze in the bottle without pissing it off. If you succeed on a DC 20 sleight of hand check.
This is Trinket. It's easy.
This is me.
It's
Okay,
already done.
So
If
May
I have-
assist?
I have advantage on sleight of hand checks.
Can I help as well?
no.
Like prove a distraction.
No. However, if you fail, it's going to get mad. If you fail by more than 5, you will take damage.
Wait. Let me tell you something. What if the size of the bottle is the problem, right?
Yes.
So what if we're able to find another bottle or two in the bag of holding?
Does it survive if it's separated?
We'll
It
find out.
can. Maybe. You don't know.
Would that mean we would?
It could
So,
be like a
would-
sourdough starter, but for ooze.
So, question: would I know how oozes reproduce? Do they split? Do they split into two?
I know I'm a
or
bard, but
anything
I'm
like that.
not producing a fucking ooze.
No, that was Jelly. No, wait, Jelly was the seducing ooze.
As in, basically, if I basically close in the parts that is inside the bottle, would that mean it's still alive but inside the bottle?
Give me a nature check.
But it would be a different ooze.
Nature or arcana check?
Nature. I'll take nature. 24.
From what you remember from reading random books at random bookstores that you may or may not have borrowed books from, ooze don't really reproduce in that sense. Like they can, they can split and become more and then grow bigger, but they don't really. It's not really a reproductive thing. It's more of a shit happens thing. So you could separate a bit of it.
Yeah.
You could separate a bit of it without harming it, but you might piss it off.
Bluebird has had a small epiphany here.
Okay.
He's going to side-eye trinket just... I don't think it's going to fit. But... who's to say that the ooze needs to be contained? It likes the bread. And he's going to pull out a piece of meat from his rations. And
So you're saying we're taming it?
tentatively, like one would feeding a horse with hand flat, he is going to offer his hand with this piece of meat on it. To the use.
Okay. Okay.
He is going to spend...
Cocker's got meat on his hand.
He is going to spend a hero point to try and start the process of taming an ooze.
We're gonna become slime rangers, aren't we?
Jelly would like to have a word with you.
Now, for reference, same universe. You're in the same city.
Suddenly, out of nowhere, a portal appears, and out comes a magnificent jelly, who has become an archmage in the time that we looked away. You see what's
Jelly
happening?
is the Mad Mage.
Yes. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that would be such a wonderful twist.
Well, I guess it's a race to the bottom at this point. Does this group or the all wizards group hit the final layer first?
I mean, aren't
definitely
they
wizards.
near? Aren't the all wizards group near Waterdeep with their spa?
Not at the moment, no.
Oh,
But
when are we gonna
you
do a crossover
graduated
episode?
from Blackstaff Academy, which is in Waterdeep.
Yeah. But that's not here now. We
Yeah,
got slime
exactly.
shenanigans that don't consume
Okay.
jelly.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just try and tame it. It's fine.
Okay, so
The taming. Okay.
Plus,
Well,
I
do you
think
still
an
want
ooze
to-
would fit if it wanted to fit.
I think it could if we put enough bread in there.
do you still want to go with the put it in a bottle and use your hero point for it? Or do you want to hold off on using that?
I mean, I know I would succeed on the sleight of hand check. There's no way I can fail that sleight of hand check.
Wait, okay.
Literally. No way.
What if? Because we could take the small bottle size piece, and it would survive because shit happens,
We could have two sides.
and then tame the 9/10. It's a slightly smaller problem to deal with if the taming goes wrong. Why
I
not
mean,
do both?
I would be okay with that. If you roll that sleight of hand check to not piss it off.
I will try to get in as much as possible into the bottle.
Okay.
And you said if I fail by how much?
If you fail by 5 or more, you will take damage.
What if I succeed by 5 or more?
Your success state decides how much will fit.
32.
So
What do you
1/10
have plus
was
16?
Yeah, plus 16. Select magics.
That'll do it. Yeah.
And I have advantage on all of them.
I would have laughed so much if you had rolled a nat 1.
On both.
I would have
On
to roll,
both.
to fail at all, I would have rolled a 3.
Yeah.
That's 3 or lower. Is the only way I can fail.
Okay, so 1/5 of the ooze will fit into the bottle with a good squeeze. And you realize as it is trying to cram itself into it, that if it fits any more of it, it will suffocate.
I will try to close it off by closing the bottle.
Yep. That's what the sleight of hand check was for. To close it off.
Yeah, and as you do that, Bluebird will swing around the other side of it with the meat to try and urge it away and
Okay.
friend the other part of the ooze.
Okay. Considering there is no aberration handling check, I'm going to ask you to make me a animal handling with disadvantage.
Could
Animal
Twilight,
handling.
could Twilight help
Uh,
Bluebird
what would you
on
do
this?
to help?
'Cause seeing what they're doing and knowing that he can see that Trinket is successful in doing whatever it is she's doing.
Mhm.
So as he sees that Bluebird is like angling away, he'll just come towards Bluebird over here.
Okay.
And in his best parter of like soothing patterns, he'll like be doing like a little soothing pattern with his like little hands. It's just like,
Okay.
calm, it's all calm.
Okay. Yeah, roll me a animal handling as a straight roll with the help from Twilight.
16?
It's definitely interested, but you can tell it doesn't really understand what you're going for. It takes the food and please give me a dexterity save.
Dex is not my strong point. Saving. 12.
That is me rolling a thing. Where are my dice? There it is. As it grabs the food from you, you take 2 points of acid damage.
And as that happens,
Mhm.
he is going to gentle, and hold out another piece of food.
Yeah, give me another animal handling check.
Oh god, that is a 5.
It rears up as if really mad, and you can tell that it's like stretches out its body and really towers. Even with 2/3 of it gone, or 2/5 of it's gone, it just looms over.
He is going to puff out his chest and defiantly stare it down.
Yep. You also
And
take 1 point of acid damage as it grabs the food.
That's fine. Yeah, he's going to match its energy.
Yeah.
And in a stern voice tell it sit.
Okay.
Still holding the food.
Please give me an intimidation check.
Can I help him?
Outrageous.
How would you help him?
Twilight's gonna Twilight will be raising
I,
his.
I will show it the bottle.
That's not gonna. That's gonna piss it off.
No, I'll show it the bottle and say, "Listen, or this will happen to you as well."
Yeah, I like that.
Okay, give
mean-
me an intimidation check with advantage.
Okay, let's hope this is better. It's not better. I rolled a 9.
It like stretches out, and you see it starting to solidify, and then with a mighty crash, it just falls down on top of Bluebird's head. And could everyone please roll me initiative?
Really glad I just moved closer to help with the intimidation.
That is a 10.
That is a
Initiative.
13 plus 3,
I
making
have not.
16.
I have not rolled a good initiative check ever in this campaign. I think.
Ah, fuck. Because I rolled manually, you'll have to
Yeah.
Yep, that's fine.
add me. At least I rolled the dice. So 16.
I think I left Mike somewhere. I did. Hang on, back.
my laptop.
Where is Sarah? There.
But I also
No.
have to roll the I also have to Spectre.
Where
This
did-
is
Well,
on initiative.
I tried to tame the ooze. I'm sorry, guys.
It's good.
Okay.
It's good.
There is Sarah. Now, how do I add you? Add turn. You got a 16.
I need to find.
Yes, 16.16. The spectacle is 17,
Mm-hmm.
though its dex is 14, so I think Twilight goes first. And Child on his own initiative? That's good as well. That's a 7.
Do
That's
the
a 9 in
manticores get
total.
any modifiers on initiative?
Huh?
Do the manticores get any modifiers on initiative?
Just their base dex.
Yeah.
Cool.
So what you can do is when you click on the token and then you open the Manticore stat block, it has
I don't
initiative.
actually have a character in my journal.
Yeah, you
I
do.
just have to use from the.
It's under pets.
That actually makes it easy for you.
Oh, there's the
Then
bibliothèque.
change that to, was it 9?
So if you look at your characters, it should be under the. You have a folder called pets. That's weird. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm
Have you made it so it's shown in his journal?
Yeah, I did.
Spectre
Did you make that only for you, or did you make it for me too?
No, I made it for you too. That's the weird part. No. Okay, I'm gonna
That's
edit
right. I'm gonna
that.
edit
Yeah, it's in your. Mini? Mini? How about now? I updated it.
Is that
Yay!
my mic to call?
Yay!
Okay.
Close enough.
Clock as well.
Yeah, okay. Now, which one is Mike's? The one
This
with.
one. Yeah,
The-
the one with Mike on it.
Okay, yeah. This one is gonna move up here. Okay.
So, the ooze, it's a solid now, right?
Yeah.
So if I go and do something that's not necessarily going to become liquid again.
No.
Good. Good. Tail spikes all around.
Okay. Wait.
Spikes, not mics this time.
Tail mics.
Oh, wait. I put the wrong. Apparently, this one is the one you rolled for.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. It's a manticore. So tail spikes, yes.
Awesome. So, tail spikes, yes, please. Yeah.
Yeah, those hit.
Kada.
Also a hit.
Kada.
Not a hit.
Okay.
First two are a hit. First two hit. Last one does not.
Oh no.
So
So
that is 15.
noise. You see
And
this.
the ooze dies.
You see the tail spikes pass through this thing and take bits of it with it. And now let's see if it will let me do the thing because I want it to. Haha! It does. Okay. Anything else you want to do with your mighty core?
I think we're gonna pull back a little bit.
Okay.
So we're gonna. Okay, good.
Nice. Okay.
Adana, did I take damage when the ooze fell on top of me?
You should have, yes.
If it is like jelly, then touching it does take damage.
So, first of all, I need to see if you hit. So we shall do a Zodopod. 20.
Me?
Yes.
My armor class is 20, so yes.
Okay. So you take 9 bludgeoning damage and 16 acid.
Thanks.
Owie, zowie.
Yeah. And
That's fine.
so it basically went katvok, and then the manticore spikes came in, and you saw them like basically pass by you. Not Mike. Bluebird.
Ugh.
And it's the Spectre's turn.
I'm pretty sure the Twilight is a higher dex than the Spectre.
Yep. Okay. So
So technically
Twilight.
speaking, Twilight goes first.
Is that okay? So
Do you have more than 14 dex?
Yes.
Then you go first.
So question.
Uh-huh.
So, Twilight was standing right next to Bluebird. So what is it that what is it that he sees? Is Bluebird still standing, but this ooze is on top of him?
So imagine like, you know when you stretch taffy?
Yes.
That's basically what the ooze did, and then like the top half just smacked down on top of Bluebird's head, but it's still like looming over, like a really long taffy string.
So it smacked back down, and then it
Yeah.
came back up again. So it's not on him at the moment.
No, it's not on him at the moment, so it basically whipped down and then up again.
Okay. Okay, maybe that's a little bit different from what he's going to do. Okay,
See, I thought it
so
was kind of sitting on top of me like a
yeah, that's kind of
Caucasian
what I
shepherd on a couch.
thought it was. That's what I thought. I mean, if it was on, that doesn't matter. It's not on. So what he will do is, having seen that and knowing how potentially corrosive thing this is, he's going to reach into his belt and he's going to take out the crystal feather that Bluebird gave to him, and he's going to first off he's going to strike it
Okay.
with this crystal feather. As he's going to say, it's going to say, "We do this together, Bluebird." He's going to try and stab him with it.
Nice.
I don't know what that counts as a weapon. Or is it improvised?
Bluebird, what do you... Is it just a flavor thing you can do, or is it a Sapphire Dragonborn thing? With the
It
feathers?
is just a flavor thing. He's because basically he doesn't have basically his feathers are like, I'm talking about them as like modified scales.
Okay,
So
yeah.
it's just a sapphire scale basically, but in the shape of a feather, because scales and feathers are very similar things biologically.
Yeah. So, it is an improvised weapon. I'm gonna let you use your monk shenanigans for it.
Okay.
It's not a Kensei weapon, though.
Okay, so if it were treated as like a dagger, that would be like 1d4. If it was...
Yeah, if it's it's
don't know.
1d4
Oh, no,
if
no,
you
no,
want to
okay,
treat it
yeah.
as a dagger, or you can
That's-
use your...
That's the damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
So if I did like a attack as a dagger,
It would be a
That
dex
works.
based attack. So yeah. 13 will hit.
okay, and then it's 1d4 plus.
No, you just
Do you
click...
get any plus on it?
If you click on... I think if you click on the highlighted word dagger, it will roll the damage for you.
It might do that as a Kensei weapon though. It might do that as a 1d6. Yeah, it's done as a 1d6 plus 5.
Okay, and roll a 1d4 plus 5 instead then.
That's
Oh, good kitty.
how do I do it?
That's so soft.
Is it just an R?
I actually don't know.
/R.
Okay.
/R space 1D.
Oh, I didn't put the
Whatever
I
it
didn't
is.
put the space in. Slash R. There you go.
Yep.
Nice.
Uh,
Okay.
and
So that'd be his first attack. Oh,
your first attack.
and then his second attack. He'll actually yeah, go on. He'll throw it. He'll then throw it up to the stretchy bit at the top to see if he can attack it again from there.
Yeah, that will hit. Nice. So 17. As you stab into it, the first thrust, you feel a burning sensation going up your arm. And as you pull your hand back, you can see like the fabric around your hand, and part of your hand has been damaged as you take 8 acid damage. That's the max.
That hurts.
Yes.
Hey ho, and his max health is already reduced. It's cold, it's fine. And then he'll take step the wind for a key point.
Mhm.
And he'll disengage and he'll move back.
Okay.
Not his full 40 feet, but just there.
Yep.
Is
Um,
Bluebird in
that
the
is-
turn order?
No.
No?
Did you click your token before rolling initiative?
No, but he rolled a 10.
Okay.
If that helps.
Yep, I'll add him. 10. Okay, how about add Bluebird to the turn order, pretty please?
He's in the turn order.
There we
but
go.
He has a 0. 10.
Yeah, no,
Zero.
it didn't want to update for me. Now it's the Spectre's turn.
Yeah, sorry, Spectre. Yeah.
Yes.
The Spectre, having suddenly remembered, or at least vague feelings of nightmares long forgotten, specters over to it, and then through it, incorporeal to the other side, just to get some
Okay.
space. Before it attempts to do what its nightmares did to him, and gently caress the ooze.
Okay.
Now I think that's a +8. 13.
Yep, 13 will hit.
Okay, 3d6, 3, 7. 9 points of necrotic damage, and the target must give me a DC 10 con save. Or have those 9 reduced from his maximum, which doesn't really matter with a slime.
23.
Spectre, okay. Yeah, so assuming since the Spectre touched it, it also takes acid damage.
Yes. So
I will
it's
say the Spectre is resistant to acid.
so I rolled a 6.
Takes 3.
Yep.
The sudden appearance of acid brings forth even more repressed memories.
Yes. You
Such a
see,
horrible spell that is.
you see the specter give a full body shudder and just. Since he can't really
Yes.
speak, you just hear a. And yeah, speaking of horrible spells, Isara, you're up.
Oh no.
I have no idea what went wrong here. But it seems we're doing
Everything.
it. So we might as well. Isao walks over quite casually in the middle of combat, twirls a spear, and gives it a good old step as the spear starts vibrating with booming energy.
Nice. Okay.
That is a 14, my modifier is an 8, so 22.
That hits.
Now, a shit ton of dice, that's a d8 for that, 3 plus 6 is 9. 9 points of magical piercing,
Okay.
plus another 8 of... plus 1 thunder damage.
Okay.
As it is now magically charged with booming energies. If it suddenly
Nice.
decides to stop moving.
As you... Spear is not a reach weapon, as far as I know.
Nope.
As Isara thrusts the spear into it, some of it splashes up and hits you for 2 acid damage.
Luckily, Isawa is still magically charged with the blood that the spear last shed.
Yep.
As the spear gave her temporary hit points for killing something,
Nice.
which appears as a bloody glow around her. As it is called a blood spear for a reason.
Nice. Okay.
At least it didn't get into my hair.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn?
Honestly, I think that's fine to leave it where it is. Hopefully it starts moving again.
Okay.
But that's it, yeah.
Me trying to see the actual map. There it is. Cycle, could you please roll me a d4 in chat?
Yeah.
Or, anyone who are in chat, could you please roll me a d4? Did my chat froze? Maybe. Nope. Chat
I
is
can
fine.
roll you D4.
Yep. Anyone could roll me a d4 if you want.
4.
It's... Oh, there we go. We got a 2 and a 4, so let's split the difference at 3, which is Isara. Which...
What did I do?
you just stabbed it! It is going to rear up again, just... And then swirl from Bluebird and then try to slap down on top of Isara. And...
No spells left.
12.
That will not hit.
No, don't worry about it, Maddie. It's just like chat interactions. And... Okay. It will wiggle in discontent as it is Mike's turn.
Hey, that seems familiar.
So,
Wiggle, wiggle.
is any of the ooze still, like, oozy, or is it all solid now?
It's dripping.
Okay, so it's still oozy.
Yeah.
Then I have a scientific experiment to conduct on my turn.
Okay. I'm listening.
I will cast... I am
Spell?
casting Mage Hand, and I want to try and jiggle the ooze.
Okay. Why?
Science.
Okay, please roll me an Arcana check. Because I think I know where you're going with this. You wiggle the ooze.
Worth it.
That's it?
My brain was just, my ooze don't jiggle, it, and then, no.
Pretty much where I was going.
That's not where I was going. Okay,
And as a bonus action, I will bardically inspire Bluebird by just yelling across, "Bluebird, it jiggles!"
Okay.
Thank you.
Moonie, could you please roll me a d4?
Yes.
It seems ridiculous. It seems absolutely strange that Mike just spent his turn wiggling this ooze. But, Isara, you notice that the ooze is moved just slightly from the wiggling.
Fuck you. That's all we need. And suddenly
It was... I didn't
it
answer even...
explodes in a loud boom. So that is 2d8 points of damage. 10 points of thunder damage.
Are you trying to tell me that the ooze moved away because it is ticklish?
No, it was it was jiggled a little bit.
Ah.
Now comes the important question.
Yes.
Does this provoke attacks of opportunity?
No.
That's a shame. I've forecast and I've never been able to use it yet.
So 10 points of thunder damage as the ooze is moved just slightly, and bits of ooze just sprays across the floor, and yeah, it's it's not happy.
It's raining ooze, hallelujah.
It's just like contained enough that you're not getting splattered by it. But there are now globules of black glistening stuff on the formerly white marble floor.
Excellent.
Anything else you want to explode on your turn, Mike?
That's probably good.
Okay. Bluebird.
Bluebird is going to light. I need to actually be able to lightly move over to about here,
Okay.
and then the first thing he's going to do that's 15 feet is inhale very deeply and then breathe thunder damage with his breath weapon
Okay.
into this ooze. It needs to make a dex save, please.
Okay. And dex save. That's a 0.
Then it is going to take 2d10 thunder damage.
Ah.
Which is 15 thunder damage.
Oof. Okay.
So it has taken. Yep.
It
I believe.
Yes, it has taken a lot of thunder damage. Even more black globules are just sprayed everywhere behind where the cone of the thunder damage ends.
Excellent. Let me just mark off. I've already marked it off. Good. Next, he is going to, because he's got 2 attacks per action, take his Dragon's Wrath weapon.
Okay.
It's still slumbering, and I mean, it's still
Yeah.
not attuned, but he can still use it as a weapon.
Yep. You just don't get the fun effects of it.
And he is going to smack.
Okay.
That is an 11 to hit, though, so I don't think that will work.
Oh, that hits.
Actually, I've gotten it. Oh, it does? I was going to use inspiration. I was going to burn inspiration if I needed to.
Yeah, no, that hits.
Doing 15 slashing damage.
Okay. I am going to check something real quick. Okay. As you slash down on this, how much did you do? Did you say?
15.
15. Okay. And I'm gonna do a 15 and you see it split in 2.
Seeing this, he is going to second wind.
Okay.
Just to heal up a little bit.
Nice, nice. And we're gonna do
That's 4
that.
plus 8.
And I don't know why it keeps doing the bullshit dumbassery.
Well, that escalated quickly. No, there's 2 of them.
And I need to...
Escalated. This is getting out of hand. Damn it. Times.
The ooze has turned into 2s.
Oozes.
Oozes of oozes.
Oh, Jesus.
Easier
Oh,
to fit
no,
into a
sis.
bottle now.
That is true.
Yes, it might. If you have 2 more bottles, you could bottle them.
Don't the stuff that Trinket gets out of a bag vanish in a while?
Depends on which bag I'm picking it from.
Okay. Anything else you want to do on your turn, Bluebird?
He was going to try and ask the Ooze to sit again, but I don't think he is now because there's two of them. I mean, I'm now picturing Bluebird, as the dude from Magnum PI with two Dobermans. Just Zeus, Apollo, sit. No. He's
We
Okay.
could have a stable of oozes.
We could.
We'll just hurry it up and
Charles.
stab the things already.
Chalda, you're
Yes,
up.
Charlotte.
Up here.
Yes. I was thinking of using a touch spell to Charlotte, but then I remember I don't have those. So Charlotte will just fly around a bit and watch.
Okay.
Actually, no, never mind. I already moved. Turn's lost.
Okay. Your new friendly neighborhood Ooze is going to look, well, it doesn't really have eyes, but it's going to wiggle angrily in Bluebird's general direction, and it's going to try to slap him over the head.
Oh no.
So we are going to do a Zoodopod. That's a 22.
That'll hit.
For 5 bludgeoning and 18 acid.
Damn!
Okay, 5 bludgeoning.
In
And
addition,
18.
dissolvement of non-magical armor.
Mm-hmm.
Look,
is
you have
17.
magical armor.
Yeah, he has.
I have 17 hit points left. That's fine.
Yeah, and you have magical armor, which is why I haven't pointed it out before.
Well, at least I can't be hit by crits, basically.
Yeah, and your armor won't dissolve into a puddle of melted metal.
Yes.
And is it smart enough? No, it's not gonna move. Trinket.
So this ooze, is it smaller?
Yes. So basically what happened, you saw this like towering ooze taffy thing get slashed by Bluebird and then just melt down and split and then reform as 2 taffy things.
Which bag did I get the wine bottle from? The bag of holding or my magic bag of random things?
The bag of holding.
Okay. Should I? No. I'm just gonna work around and try to flank this one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stab it with my moon touched rapier
Okie doke.
with advantage.
Yep.
And it's magical, so it won't be destroyed.
Exactly. 18 will hit.
And sneak attack. So
Ooh.
8 piercing and 8 additional damage.
Okay. As you stab into this thing, rapiers do piercing damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You see it just vibrate a little bit and then melt into a puddle on the ground, and it completely covers your shoes and part of your leg as you take 8 acid damage.
Ah, that hurts. That hurts. And
So this
is it
one...
8 damage, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And it is still and dead on the ground.
Oh, in that case, I'm gonna move an additional 10 feet over here. And
Your armor is not magical, right? I think. No, wait, never mind. It's not. Oh yeah, it. Yeah, it is. If it's not magical, you have a -1 to your AC.
that's not good at all.
Nope. Until you fix it.
Well, joke's on you. She is a rogue. They mostly use dex anyway.
I mean, yes. But if you use leather armor, the leather armor now provides less protection.
Yeah, but what did it do before? What was it, a +12?
Did you use leather, studded leather, or...
Normal leather, so it's
It was only an 11, so your AC is just basically 10 plus dex.
Yep.
yeah, so basically 15.
It's fine.
Oh, totally fine.
Yep.
It'll be fine.
It'll be fine. And yeah,
All good.
it's manticore time. You realize that the other 2 manticores have been just looking at you, observing the whole time.
They're gonna betray us.
I was going to question that, but it's fine.
So, the manticore.
The attacking half of the duo.
Yes.
Tail spikes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That hits.
Yeah.
Also hit.
Yeah.
Also hit.
Yay.
Oh, crap. Okay, how do you want to overkill this?
Wait, well, yeah, I was going to say 2 in the heart, 1 in the head, but that doesn't really work for an ooze, does it?
No. But it is
Okay.
like long and tenderly.
If an ooze were to have reproductive organs, where do you say they might be located while it's stretched out?
Yes.
Because I'm gonna go looking.
It's a long, opaque, black ooze thing that is currently about 2 meters long and about yay wide.
So what you're saying
Probably
is the
wherever
whole
you
thing is
please.
phallic.
In other words.
Yes.
Wait, it's already got 2 spikes in it, doesn't it?
No, the first 2 attacks went through it and nearly hit Bluebird.
So if they were stuck in it, I was gonna try and make an M.
I mean, they're called tail spikes.
Right.
Yeah, so you know.
Okay, you know what we're gonna do? We're just gonna. So, will these spikes go through?
If you throw hard enough. If you flavor that they won't, because it's dead.
Okay.
You can turn it into
So-
3 different pieces if you want to. It's just dead.
So the first one gets stuck in it.
Mhm.
The second one hits exactly on the same point, wedging it further in. And the third one just knocks it clean through,
Okay.
just leaving a gaping hole in it.
Nice. Okay. Absolutely. Yep. And with that, the second of the one ooze is also dead, melting out into a pool on the previously white marble floor. In the bottle of ooze that you now have, you hear a little bit of a tink, 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 and then it goes quiet, calm.
Did it also die?
Does
No.
it seem like it's moving, or is it dead, or is it?
It's still alive. It's moving slightly, but it seemed to have calmed down.
Anyone want a drink?
Happy ooze.
Not that.
Funny you mentioned that. I have an idea for that. I have an idea for that. This
Oh,
is going to make
what's
this
your idea?
potentially... Okay, so... I just need to check one thing first. Technically, it doesn't say I can't do this with thaumaturgy. So, would you, as the DM, allow a ruling where I can change the color of a liquid with thaumaturgy?
Depends on how... I mean, it would still have the properties of a black ooze, but just a different color.
Or a normal drink would look like black ooze.
I am going to double check what this spell actually says.
Raw.
So I can change the volume of my voice. I can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color. So I can change color of a flame.
Okay.
Harmless tremors in the ground, sound.
Okay, so I will
mess with doors,
allow...
windows.
Yes. Thaumaturgy, you can change the color of a liquid with the same restrictions as if
Okay.
it was for a flame, which is 1 minute.
Plenty of time for a drinking contest.
Raw.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So
My
yes.
plan is we want to own taverns, right? But the problem is that tavern owners don't really want to sell for cheap. But if I were to say challenge one to a drinking contest, own this incredibly strong ale that we found down in the dungeon, this black ale, I could drink, say, a health potion instead, while they drink black ooze. And then
So
they
you
melt
want to
from the
kill
inside.
someone to get a tavern?
No, I just want to see if they'll fall for it. I would never do anything untoward.
If they do,
I
they will
mean-
die.
I
We
did
will
manage
warn
to
them that
trick
the
a
ale isn't for
vampire.
everybody. See? We can trick a vampire into drinking holy water. It's on brand for the party.
I mean, maybe, but I kind of
There-
wanted this as an emergency, throw a bottle, here's an ooze, you're welcome.
And
We'll
Mike, there is a
rebottle it
difference between an
afterwards.
evil vampire and a not evil tavern owner. I'm sorry.
We'll go for one of
I
the
do
crap
agree with
ones.
Trinket. Having some acid on hand can turn out to be very useful.
But we can rebottle it afterwards once it's burnt through the tavern owner.
Cure the tavern owner.
That sounds more like
Murder.
too
Yes,
much
that does
trouble.
sound like murder, Mike.
No.
It
Murder.
does sound like
would-
murder.
Wait. Let me tell you something. Murder
But we are murderers.
would be something. Well, also that. In fact, yeah. Before I defend this too
But
much,
we
we
do
have
not-
killed a bunch of people.
But you are talking about tricking a tavern owner to his death so that you can acquire his tavern.
Yes,
Well, we don't know that he's going to die. It
Mike,
just
those
seems
are the
highly
actions
probable.
of people that we would be murdering, not the actions of people that we want to be. Dear.
But what if we
In
find
theory,
a corrupt
the
tavern
murdering
owner?
of the people down here has been of self-defense, just saying.
There is a difference between corruption and true evil.
People can choose
Well-
not to go to the tavern of the corrupt owner. It's not like he's.
But we don't know what he's doing behind closed doors. I know of a couple up there who are definitely running like sweatshops.
Perhaps now is not the right time to discuss all of this.
Probably
Plus,
not.
I could just walk in and grab it for you if you need to borrow it.
Says
We could probably just make a copy of it and then reforge it a little bit. And yeah, that's
Let
a
us
thing.
back and forth.
Wait, is the ooze on the floor still acidic? So we could also bottle that and have extras.
I don't.
Which
have
really
any-
takes out a lot of the argument here.
For a weapon. For a weapon.
Exactly.
Do you even have
I would-
flasks to put it in?
No.
I can check. I will look if I have more flasks in the bag. Or
Okay.
any containers.
Okay.
What do you have in that bag of holding?
I don't know.
Where did you get it from? We just steal it from again? Some rich guy?
Huh? What did I steal from what now?
Where did you
What-
borrow it from?
Let me tell you, I have never in my life stolen anything in my entire life. I have only borrowed and might have misplaced it. And well, they didn't need it since they haven't really come to ask for it back either. So, I mean,
So now you suddenly understand the concept of stealing.
I know what stealing is. I just don't do it.
Of course. Well, I still
Okay.
got the flask now, now without holy water. So I wouldn't mind scooping up some black ooze to make the acid flask.
Okay. Absolutely. Please give me a
Do
sleight
I
of
have
hand check.
spells to help me with this?
I don't know. Do
I'll
you
help
have?
you.
Don't. So I asked the party for help with bottling it
Okay.
without burning myself.
I'll help.
So I
Yeah.
have a question, Ardana.
Uh huh.
If Bluebird were to help because he knows that magical items won't dissolve in an acid, right? If he were to help by scraping this up onto his new sword and then sort of slurping it in, would that coat his sword in acid for a future attack, perhaps?
Yes. It will stay for
Excellent.
one attack though.
Excellent. So yeah, he'll sort of help scrape this up like you would a knife scraping up butter that's fallen on a counter top, basically, and then sort of slurp it into the
Okay.
flask.
Isara.
I'll help with that as well.
Okay. Isara, sleight of hand check with double advantage. So
Double advantage. What's my sleight of hand? +3.
Or do you want me to do it for you?
16.
no.
16. That's a 19 in total.
With a 19, you manage to hold the bottle mostly still as the black ooze runs down into it. And unfortunately, a couple of drops land on your hand as it misses the bottle, and you take 1 point of acid damage.
Which just harmlessly goes off
Yep.
the flickering red shield surrounding her.
Yep.
I
Whilst,
think this has
whilst
gone really
they-
well.
Yeah.
whilst
Moonie?
they're doing that, Twilight will be looking amongst the ooze. Does he see the feather that he used as a weapon initially? Is that in one piece still, or has that been destroyed?
No, it's still there.
If possible, don't know really. If he were to get some of the water from his I can't use the word.
Water skin?
From his water holder, thank you, from his water skin, and splash that over, would that sort of like clear it enough for him to be able to pick it up and then wipe on the rest on the floor to dry it?
I'd say so.
he will do that, and he will put it back into his belt.
Because the feather is made out of crystal, and you notice that glass and crystal doesn't seem to dissolve in the acid.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Meaning, right now, Bluebird, who has been swamped and acided quite a bit, is there preening regular feathers of himself and has got a pile of sort of slightly singed, sort of semi-dissolved feathers just sitting around him. He's kind of looking like a chicken in the middle of a molt right now. You see slightly blue patches of skin underneath the feathers where he's been hit. He looks very unhappy and bedraggled.
Speaking
Are
of
you okay,
which,
Bluebird?
Mike
Yeah.
will come over and cast Cure Wounds on Bluebird.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Hey, the one spell he can use.
I got Dissonant Whispers back as well.
Now,
Okay then.
I have to
But,
say,
yeah.
I'm sure it's been a
Gotcha.
long day now. So after
Mm.
all of this, shall we just go back to Wanda's room and call it a day, make some food? I'll take a look at the cloak we found.
I can attune to my new shiny weapon.
One point to that. I agree with the rest. Maybe a little further away from where things are getting a little chilly.
Well, as long as we don't leave the
decided to
door
make
open, we should be
Wanda's room a
fine.
base, so
Okay.
We just need to make sure we don't let the snow in. Or the winter.
exactly. So shall we?
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay, so you make your way back to Wander's room, and as you once again pass through the halls of the statues, the air is absolutely frigid in this room. The shield guardian is frozen in place. And it is... Yep.
Is the cold door shut now, though?
Yes.
Excellent.
And anyone who wants, actually anyone who has proficiency or expertise in perception, could you please roll me a perception check?
8.
I perceive what's going on here.
8 with a plus
I
6.
roll a 20.
13.
Yes, 6.
Dirty 20.
Okay. Mike and Isara, as you pass the shield guardian, you notice that it seems to be the center of the chill. As if something has clinging to it.
Well, it seems we found our winterband.
We have a problem.
I mean, the shield guardian
What
is
now?
frozen in place.
Can I have the Spectre like move through the shield guardian and try and... Yeah, have I played Dragon Age 2?
No.
Mike knows what I mean. Jarls knows what I mean.
Okay.
Fenris, just get that hand in there and try to whip something out.
Okay. Let me check something really
So will be
quickly.
a bit further back.
Okay.
If this works.
As the specter moves through the shield guardian, it's almost as if time itself stops. It becomes so slow it can barely move. And as it comes out on the other end, you see icicles just hanging from the form of this thing, making it almost corporeal. It is...
That
Something
doesn't seem
okay.
good.
They didn't manage to push anything or pull anything out of it while doing so.
Other than, cold, being very, very cold, to the point where even the specter can't move. Doesn't look like it.
Okay. So, plan B. The Spectre is going to gently caress the Shield Guardian.
Okay.
That's 26.
Yeah.
5, 7, 11 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
Any reaction?
No. The Shield Guardian seems completely unable to move.
Well, in that case, it's going to be a bad idea, but the Spectre will just keep caressing it until it's all corrupted with necrotic energies.
That was
If we're going to have a freezing Shield Guardian here, you might as well make it a freezing necrotic Shield Guardian.
Okay, half of those words cut out for me, so the first sentence I didn't understand, so if you could...
So, as I was saying...
Yep.
The Spectre shall keep gently caressing the Shield Guardian.
Okay.
Because since we have a freezing Shield Guardian here, you might as well have a freezing necrotic Shield Guardian. Make it worse.
Okay.
True.
So if you want me to keep rolling attack rolls?
No, it's fine. Just describe what the Spectre does. Because the Shield Guardian
so
can't
the Spectre just
do
keeps
anything.
Trying to... Literally tries to just corrupt the Shield Guardian with necrotic energies, trying to break it down.
Okay.
Since it's not moving and it's not doing anything, might as well destroy it and see what happens. Can only get
Nice.
worse from here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the Spectre is a stupid bandit.
True. Bluebird and Trinket, are you moving towards Wonder's room or are you staying to watch?
Bluebird doesn't know what's going on, but he knows that somebody has stopped and that it is cold there, so he's figuring out that something is going on. So he's going to stick around just in case they need help.
Okay.
Yeah, Trinket is sort of observing as well.
I forgot these two guys.
More fascinated by the incredible cold in here.
Okay.
Likewise for Twilight.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear that, Moonie. Please repeat.
I was about to say, likewise for Twilight. He's never seen this before, so he's just prepared if anything comes up from it, but he's watching.
Okay. Isara and Childa? You sticking around or you walking into Wonder's room?
Well, Isawa keeps watching to see what happens with the Spectre and the Shield Guardian. Though preparing to duck into... Why are the manticles in there?
That's the Manticore.
Yeah, but I don't trust them there.
There.
But yeah, Isawa is planning on, if something goes horribly wrong, to quickly duck into Wonder's room, trying to dodge whatever comes out of it.
In fact, Twilight, I was about to say, Twilight's probably got a little bit of height. He's probably standing on one of these statues to watch this.
Okay. Everyone who remained in the hallway, please make me a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution?
Yes.
I'm good at Constitution, I think. Yeah, I've got a plus
16.
7 to that.
Let's see, I don't have inspiration,
16.
do I? Nope. I will save my hero point. And hope for the best.
Okay, so as you're standing there watching the Spectre slowly destroy the Shield Guardian, the cold bites into you. And of course I rolled like shit. If you rolled under an 18, you take 2 cold damage. If you rolled above an 18, you take 1. Or
Okay.
18.
Let me also roll for the Spectre, because I forgot that.
Question.
Yes.
May Bluebird light a torch?
18. Doesn't matter, resistance, so still 1.
Sure, if you want to. You can, like, lighting torches, you don't have to ask permission to light stuff.
Yes. Well, he's
Just-
going to light. Actually, he's going to start lighting torches and passing them out
Okay.
to keep us warm, and also he is going to approach the cold thing and sort of stick his torch as close to it as possible without actually touching it.
Okay.
Aye.
As you come within a foot of it, you see the flame of the torch starts flickering out.
So he'll stay back so it's just not flickering. He
Yeah.
just wants to put heat up against that thing. In fact, the Spectre is where? The Spectre is there. So he'll sort of come around and start sort of basically he wants to start trying to herd the cold thing back into the room that it's supposed to be in.
Okay. It will
And he's going
take...
to mention that.
Okay. So... How much necrotic damage does the Spectre do on average? Wait, I can check that myself. Never mind.
3d6. That being 10 points of damage average.
Okay. It will take roughly 2 minutes, 3 minutes, say 5, for the Spectre to break down the Shield Guardian using only necrotic damage. And
That's the thing to do.
Oh, could I, by the way, have closed this door in the meantime?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm closing that one. I'm also going over to close this other one.
Yep.
Leading to Wonder's room. And I'm gonna open this door.
Okay. In about
Not close to the door.
in about 5 minutes of the Spectre just ripping into this metal, you see it start like aging before your eyes and breaking down. And could everyone please roll me a perception check?
Oh no.
Twilight to keep himself warm while he's happening. He's just doing jump ups.
Nat 20
not
or
something.
28.
17.
I have rolled 2 nat 2s on perception in a row.
Oof. Okay. Everyone except Bluebird realize that as the Shield Guardian is starting to break down, it's starting to vibrate as if containing something powerful. And you realize that the Spectre and Bluebird are very close to it.
Isawa is digging back into Wanda's room.
Yeah, Mike Takora is pulling back into the Manticore room. But we'll say to Bluebird,
doing
like,
what it does.
run. Run.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
Twilight will
run
stay the
as
same.
well.
But Twilight will wait for Bluebird to. If Bluebird runs, he's just going to wait for him to catch up before he heads into the room.
Okay.
So I think Bluebird will, seeing and hearing that people are telling him to move, he will move.
Yep.
I don't think I've moved into the right direction.
Bluebird and the Spectre, could you please give me dexterity saving throws? Bluebird with advantage because you have a little bit of a head start.
Joke's on you, wow. Spectre resistance to cold.
21.
5.
Okay. As the last touch of the Spectre rips through this Shield Guardian, you hear the sound of like, have you ever heard a tree snapping in cold? Like that
No.
breaking.
In the Netherlands.
Yeah, imagine it's like, it's almost like when you have you ever heard the snapping of wood in a fireplace?
Yes.
Imagine that and add the sound of breaking glass.
Okay.
And from the shield guardian, like, splinters of metal and ice just flies everywhere. Unfortunately, your specter friend is no more.
How much damage? Because
Uh,
it's resistant to a lot
Nope.
of shit. That's
So-
20, 30.
30 cold damage. It has
3 hit
No,
points
actually-
remaining.
It has 3 hit points remaining. My bad. Bluebird, you also take 15 cold damage. As splinters of frozen metal and icicles just fly past you.
I've still got 10 hit points. It's fine.
Really glad I gave you that 10 from Cure Wounds.
Yeah.
Yes. I forgot to roll
As,
for
as,
the...
as, as this was happening,
Mhm.
did we get any indication whether this was like some sort of like trap or planned or just natural
It
demise of
seemed...
the Shield Guardian?
It seemed, with your perception checks, it seemed like it was whatever that caused the cold had contained itself in the Shield Guardian and then got trapped in it as the Shield Guardian froze into place. And then as the Spectre broke the metal pieces, it broke its container.
Do I see any sort of being? Because I'm sort of like looking out through the door. Do I see any like entity or some sort exiting the location of the armor?
It seems like at the center, actually, for a vague moment, you see what looks like a pillar of snow just whirling up from where the armor stood and then dissipating. The area is still really, 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 really cold. Like, painfully cold. But it almost feels like it is warming up.
Okay.
Good.
Ooh.
Does anyone have a container?
That does not have ooze in it.
Yeah,
I
that does
see
not have
ooze.
news in it.
No, I do not.
What
Let
are we
me
trying to
just have a-
capture this time?
I'm gonna throw my water skin
Okay.
into the corridor.
Right. When you ask that, Twilight will go into one of his pockets, which he's reserved for little things for trinket, and have a little rummage round in here. And he brings out a little glass orb, and it's filled with water, and it's got a little clockwork goldfish in it. And he gives it to you, and he says, "This is in your pocket that I keep for you. It is the closest I have
That's so
to
pretty.
a container."
I can't use that. It's too pretty. Can I keep it?
God damn it! Oh, you can keep it. Yes, yes. He goes into his. Just have a look at my back. He goes into his little pocket of his backpack that he reserves for trinket, and he has a little rummage in here, and he brings out another glass orb, and in this, there's lots of moving smoke in it. And he says, "This is truly my last container." And he gives it to you.
You could make it a snow globe.
Yes, yes, you could.
This is a good idea.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna gently roll it into the hallway towards where the thing was.
Okay.
I'm just gonna stare at it intensively, hoping whatever being it was will enter that container instead.
It's very hard to see. There is still a lot of like snow flying around, bits and pieces of broken icicles. You can see several of the statues have new adornments in form of very sharp, very spiky metal pieces.
Ooh.
And also, walking towards you are two extremely disgruntled manticores. One that seems to be very hurt. Because, yeah, they did not roll well. To absolutely no one's surprise. And they're gonna squeeze past Trinket into Wonder's room. Where's Wonder? Where did my flesh go? There it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna sort of keep low and like sneak towards the glass bubble thing.
Okay.
And I was gonna say, Mr. Winter or Miss Winter or Sir Winter or Winter thing. If you enter the orb, I will make sure to take care of you like my own child.
Until you want an explosive winter bomb.
What if we made someone
She
drink
doesn't
the winter?
She doesn't have children, so she doesn't know how to take care of a child.
As you sneak closer, you see that the orb looks cold, like it's been frosted slightly, but there's no reaction.
I'm gonna sneak forward and just poke it.
It tips over, like rolls over a little bit and rolls around.
Do I see anything inside it?
Frost, but nothing else.
Can Bluebird hear this from where he is sulking behind the door?
Probably. You hear that, you know the sound of glass rolling on marble? Just clink, 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 clink.
But I mean, he heard Trinket say that he wants to. Wait, is Trinket male or female?
Female.
Does Bluebird hear Trinket saying she wants to basically keep this and look after it?
Yes.
If he does, he will relay that telepathically to the creature just in case it doesn't understand common.
Smart.
You realize there's nothing there. There's nothing there to talk to.
Oh, Trinket, dear, I think it's gone.
Aww. It would have been so cool to have an ice bomb.
Called it. So
She's gonna pick up the bauble or orb thing, and she's gonna take it back to Twilight and say, "Well, it didn't want to enter it, sadly. Do you want it back, or what is it, by the way?"
These are just little collections that I have for you, so that if you ever feel like borrowing something from me, you can go to those two pockets to borrow from me. The pocket in my robe and this particular pocket in my backpack. There is little things in there for you to borrow, to use as you wish.
Okay, So I will just assume that anything else you actually need.
Anything else is, I would like for you not to borrow. That is right.
Okay.
I love that.
Mike,
Yes.
you are way far away from the others. What do you do?
We are going to play catch up. We're gonna re-emerge. Because we went back.
Yep.
But yeah, we're gonna just kind of catch up and head to Wanda's room because that's where we were headed.
Yep.
Yes.
As Mike passes by, Isao says, Mike, a word if you please.
Yes. Where are we?
In
There we go.
private. Looking at the manticore which Mike is riding.
Manticore doesn't speak common, we're good. I need to communicate with the Manticore through Infernal.
They don't speak common.
No.
Perfect then. If we are going to rest in that room, I don't want those manticores anywhere near here. So if you would please get them out. Or is this a moment for our inevitable betrayal, as they are weak?
They are not weak. They did not really get hurt.
Well,
You
looking
say
at those two just limping by from the frost explosion from the golem, I would say otherwise.
They're doing okay though. These guys pack a punch. Trust me, I've
Even
been
so.
I've been on the tail end of one of these. It's
Even so,
we are
Mike.
we're not in a position to fight right now. Our fighter is nearly dead.
I do not trust them nearby whilst we rest.
Okay, well we will put them back in the Manticore room.
Or is it possible to take them to the surface and let them free?
No.
Okay.
Because we're not going to see them again once that happens. Until we
That's
form
fair.
a stronger bond.
That's fair.
And they are quite useful.
They are, but
So-
you must remember that these are still... Are they monstrosities?
double checking. Yes.
But while they still have use of us, I don't believe they'll turn on us, but I do understand the cause for concern.
Yes, but there's also the fact that our use may very well burn out if they do not believe we are keeping our word. They could still turn on us at any moment.
True.
I would not mind
Which is-
using them, but I do not want them near us when we rest, that they might ambush us for a quick
And
meal.
That's why I say, sure, we'll send them back to their room. We'll stay in here, we'll say it's for space. They're quite large. And they hadn't been into Wanda's room before. But
Couldn't it be a show of trust, though?
This is Mike and Isawa, this is at least Isawa trying to have a
Private
hushed conversation with Mike.
Okay.
let me talk to the Manticore. So, in Infernal to the Manticore. So, we're thinking of camping for the night. Resting, healing wounds and such. What would you say to, seeing as you've already got nests set up in the other room, you camp out in there as you have been, and we will come and find you in the morning.
Where would you be camping?
Just in that room there and kind of point to the door.
He's gonna walk on over and look inside. And just... That's tiny.
Well, yes, it is.
It is, but for us, that's no problem.
Hmm.
For you, that would be a problem. So while you have your nests already made in the other room, because we've already set up our camp in there earlier before we met you.
Hmm. You have a point.
So you have your camp, we have our camp already made. It makes sense to just be down the corridor. If you need, call out, we will come.
Yes. I think we will. You... The idea of sleeping next to... And he's gonna tilt his head to the other male. Doesn't make me happy.
Fair enough. I mean, you are obviously the superior male, you know, big love. And kind of just shoot an apologetic glance at the other male, like, you didn't let me on your back, you did. Womp.
The other male just looks at you for a moment, and then the I can't remember which order I put them in. Let's say this is the female. She's gonna limp by, and you see it like she has a piece of metal between her teeth that it looks like she just ripped out of her shoulder.
And as a gesture of good faith, we will do cure wounds again on
Okay.
the female.
Yep. I will see you in a short time then. Just
Yes.
remember you promised.
I will not forget. And then, as they walk past, he's going to try and hug his manticore. Good night.
He looks at you for a moment like,
Come on, man, we bonded.
He's gonna
We
roll
fought
his
together.
eyes and just stand still for a moment.
I'm gonna give
As
him a hug then.
they go back to their room. You have your room. Here we go. I'm gonna put those guys over there.
I still do not trust them, Mike. So I
trust
suggest
them.
you be careful.
They are very aware that we made a deal. They've been in captivity for a long time. They want to hunt. They want to eat freely. They don't want to be stuck down here. And without us, they are stuck down here. So
There's
they're
little
fine for
proof
now.
that they are not devils. They are not bound by their word.
Neither are we. We
Neither
need
are
to
we.
earn their trust as much as they need to earn ours.
Who says anything about earning trust?
That's
I
my
think it's a
guy
good
you're talking
idea
about.
to. I think it's a good idea to give trust and earn trust. I mean, think of all the possibilities with having 3 manticores on our side. They're cool beings. And good mascots for our tavern when we borrow it.
The 3 manticores.
That will just end up in Peyton's being eaten alive.
No, because we agreed that they would hunt and come back. They hunt outside the city and come back to roost.
Yeah. We keep them protected from the people, and they keep us protected from the people.
A tail spike will be a very effective method of making sure our tavern doesn't have any happenings which we do not approve of.
Can you
Honestly,
just...
it's going to depend where the tavern is be. Because I don't think Waterdeep will be happy with manticores running around.
They'll be flying around.
Same difference. At which point Isawa starts. Did he ever get that bedding from down there up here?
I think we did.
I think you did, yeah.
Yeah, we were all pretty
In that
much ready
case,
to.
Isawa
Oh,
will
we-
drop down on one.
We did, because after Volo's unfortunate accident, that was definitely an accident and not murder. We all did it together because you guys decided that Mike probably shouldn't be left to do it alone after last time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Isawa drops down on one of the beddings and prepares to enter a trance.
Niche.
After she is done with the 4 hours needed, she will work on identifying the cloak.
Okay.
And then working on that armor she got. The scale mail with the chronic wounds. Trying to study the wounds to finish it later.
Okay. Anyone else
That is-
do stuff during the night?
Bluebird's going to attune to his sword,
Okay.
but other than that, he's just going to curl up in a bluebird-shaped ball and be miserable while he heals up.
Mike is going to check on his manticores.
Before he settles for the night, what are the walls like in this room?
The
Are
wall.
they possibly climbable?
I'd say so, with a little bit of finagling. If you have a climb speed, it's not a problem, but they are climbable. They're not smooth.
So there's exactly that. So Twilight wants to do two things before he goes to bed. First one he wants to spend some time just practicing climbing the walls, because he remembers how he fell down the well.
Okay.
And he is still smarting from that. So he wants to spend some time practicing that. And then to ease himself into sleep, before he does that, he will almost do like a meditative kata, practicing those movements that he copied from the Shield Guardian.
Okay.
And then once he's done that, he will say good night to Belgron and then sleep.
Trinket will sit down and try to, or she will attempt to fix her clothes. That was ruined by acid, probably in the same bout with the acid on her armor. She can't really fix her armor, but she will at least try to fix her clothes.
Okay.
With thieves' tools. Because she doesn't have needles or tailoring sets or anything like that. So she will attempt to her
If
best
he
abilities.
sees you doing this, he will take one of his regular feathers and hand it to you, basically to kind of use as a needle, because it might be a little bit thinner than a thieves' tool. So you just need to sort of poke a hole in one end, in the feathery end, and strip the feather parts, the sort of fluffy parts off, to use it for needle, if you've got any thread.
I
If
should
that makes
have
any
string somewhere.
Well, just give me a dex check. Like you will manage to patch up your clothes. It's just a matter of how it looks.
11.
Really. It's not the prettiest thing in the world, but it works.
Yeah. And after that, she will pick out the pretty pouch with unknown contents. She casually borrowed from a rich-looking lady, I believe, and or was it a merchant or a nobleman? I don't remember. But she will check what's inside the pouch.
Oh, this was all the way back in the prologue, wasn't it?
I think it might have been actually, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, did you ever do something with that piece of crystal that goes straight into the moonlight?
No.
We didn't do anything with it.
Okay, so it's still just sitting around in Isaiah's backpack.
Yep.
Excellent.
Okay.
Did we ask the jeweler if they could identify it or something? But I think we still have it.
I have an
The
uncut
jeweler that is not
diamond,
in
if
what
that's
deep
the one
whatsoever.
you're looking for.
No, it's the thing that you picked from the Dawn Drinker in the prologue.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Now Isaiah will find a chance to work on it once she's done with the rest of the projects.
Yep. I'm going to have to get back to you on the contents of that bag because I haven't made exact notes on what's in it.
Oh no, you forgot.
Yes. Oh no, I forgot. It was
Adana.
just like a
Dun,
year
dun,
ago.
Adana, small question.
Yes.
The door to that hallway where the shattered beastie is, does that open inward or outward?
Inward.
So once Mike is back from checking on his manticores, Bluebird is going to sleep with his back against that door.
Okay.
Ah, hi, kitty.
Yes.
Trinket's gonna lock that door as well with her thieves' tools. That door and the other door on the where we came from, to make sure it's not possible to get through without special measures.
So
Is Wanda in this room as well?
yes.
I'm just gonna do 2 sleight of hand checks just for the heck of it. Are the doors locked?
Yes. Yes, they are. Let's see. Wonder is currently trying to do something that looks like building bits of the wyvern skeleton together. He's gotten fabric from somewhere and is tying skeletal pieces together in a rough approximation of a wyvern wing.
I think before Twilight went to sleep, he might have just asked Bluebird to ask if Wanda could wake us if there's any noises during the night.
He would absolutely relay that message.
Yeah. And Wanda would just be like, Yep. I wake.
Excellent.
Okay. New person in chat. Dash Driscoll, if you're still there.
That's my son.
Okay, if he's still
my
there,
He is.
you could ask him, please roll me a D4 in chat.
What is that? That's roll d4.
Exclamation point, roll space D4. A 4. So, Mike,
Yes.
during the night, deep asleep,
Oh, crap.
in your mind, you suddenly hear a rumbling.
Please be mystery. Please be mystery. Please be mystery.
No.
Oh no.
Not as far as you know. You have an
Okay.
image in your mind of 100 multifaceted eyes watching you. And the ground beneath your feet falling away. You're floating in absolute darkness. These eyes just watching. And you have this almost painful yearning sensation that you need to dive deeper into this darkness. You need to go deeper.
Yeah, sorry.
You need to embrace jelly.
There is
So, okay.
there is something waiting at the bottom of that darkness.
You've activated my trap card. As it has worked once before. With it seeing this, Mike is going to call out.
Okay.
Try and connect to Mistra.
Please roll me a D100.
So much easier when I just had to try and get like a 20 last time.
No, yeah, that was last time when she was contemplating murdering you. Something answers, but it's not Mistra.
Shit.
In your mind, suddenly the intense velvety darkness that you're in turns into an orangey kind of brilliant hue, nearly blinding. And then
Kind of like fire.
not really like fire, like in the sense of fire, but more like you're staring into the sun.
Good.
And then you just hear, "Oh, you're the cute little thing poking around in my halls. Well, I see. Let's see how long it takes you to find me." And that is where we're gonna end this session.